Hello guys, this is Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and it's August 7, it's already Friday, and you are watching Awesome 10X Live for a Philippine market update. But before I begin, let me just give you a few intermission breaks first. So I just wanted to show to you something that you could use for your contact list. How do you do this? For your offices, for your homes, etc., etc. Here is wait lang guys. Can you see what's behind me? That is a thermo scanner. So I'm gonna show to you that it's an automatic way for me to get like alcohol. Ta-da! I have like alcohol, and then I just go. You can see that my temperature is 36.6 degrees. So this is very useful for everyone who has an office or a home, and you want to ensure that the people coming in, so that you don't have a guard or you don't have somebody doing that. It is an automatic way. So far, like I think hospitals and a lot of offices have these thermo scanners because it's just like a tripod, and it's very convenient. So if you are interested to order this, just go to this website. I'm gonna show to you. Wait up, guys. Sandali lang. Go to elephantic.ph. Oops, sorry. Elephantic. Elephanticph.com. Okay, there. So you can actually purchase from them the thermo scanner for 5,000 pesos. It's free shipping. You can go to their shop, and you could find them. Actually, they're also in Instagram. So they're also in Instagram. Just find Elephantic PH. So I ordered from the Instagram. Or I don't really use my mobile. Usually I just use a mobile phone. So just go to Elephantic PH. Just use your IG. You can contact them, make a phone call, message them. So they sell a lot of things, but I think that this one, the thermo scanner, the all-in-one infrared thermometer and automatic alcohol dispenser, is useful for everyone. So it's touchless. It's 5,000 pesos only, battery operated. So the beautiful thing about this is that for 5,000 pesos, so the alcohol, of course, you have to, what do you call that? You have to refill that eventually. But the battery and all of that, you can recharge it. So it comes with battery, so it's automatic and operated. So there, that is a subtle promotion, but definitely I think that you could use that. So next we discuss Philippines today. All right. So Philippines, let's go and see. 5846. Your Philippine index is down 56 points, but definitely you're seeing more greens rather than reds. So we are seeing that Nicholasia is up 5%. Apex Mining is up 4%, Felix Mining 2%. We are seeing URC 135 bucks. So we have greens, we have ECH going up 4%. Your Globe is to 120. Slightly Pure Gold is trying to have a hard time in that 50 mark, and then your Costco is slightly going up. Let's take a look in your index here. Let's take a look on your broader index as a group. Are we rising or are we falling? Which holdings are rising? So from a news perspective, we will also discuss the earnings front of PLDT. So they have issued a 38 peso cash dividend. Market value today is not bad. It is 10 billion pesos. And you are seeing foreign net selling of 6 billion pesos. Advancers are 113, decliners are 82. We can see today that ICT is up 6%. A lot of the holdings are not doing so well. You could see PSEI is dropping, all shares are dropping, financial are dropping, but industrials as a sector is up, holdings is down, properties is down, you've got mining is up and service is up. So definitely we are seeing outperformers in the mining sector, specifically Nicholasia, ACPH. We are seeing service sector, Nicholasia and Apex Mining for your mining, and then Felix also, yes, in the mining. That is a gold-related play. And then for your services sector, you are seeing, of course, PLDT and Globe doing well. We are seeing a few names like in the service industries, we are seeing that the industrial sector is going up. Let's take a look at the which holdings inside industrial are going up. So all transactions, just take a look today. You could see that the total value is the Aurora. That would be the Emperador, 50% weight. Let's take a look what exactly happened with Emperador. And so let's go to the broker activities. Wait lang guys. Let's go to the stock. Let's go to statistics tayo, stats tayo. Let's go to stats, no? So your top gainers today, Mark is a correlated play for nickel. You've got 1,000 trades, 15 trades, Mark 18%. But for nickel, I'd say just stick to Nicholasia. It's more slower, but it's gonna get better, right? So you've got a few names going up today. Your Manila Mining continues another 10% up, but that's very low trade. So when it's small trades, you don't usually want to consider them. Take a look only in the big trades. So ICT is up 6%. You've got this Nicholasia up 5%. You've got this one, Merrimark is up 4%. 2,300 trades. So that means that the speculative people are continuing to trade their favorite names, no? So definitely, you've got those as your top gainers. What are your losers? Big loser today is BPI, down 4%. You've got SM still losing 3%, 850 bucks. So GT Cap is down 2%, now trading at $4. And those are your biggest losers for the day, no? So you've got them as your big losers with volume on the sell-off. Let's see, on the most active space, you could see there's red and green. So in your most active space, definitely there was just a huge cross, a 5 billion cross on Emperador. All the rest are just there. So your SM is down, your BPI is down. Ayala Corp is down 3%. Your GT Cap is down 2%. So some of your conglomerates are down big. Meanwhile, you've got green on your URC and JG Summit. So that tells you that consumer staples as a group is doing well. I will show to you how consumer staples globally are doing. So what does URC have? URC is very strong in their earnings front. It is seen as an essential resilient play because they are selling staples like you're buying pancit canton. So URC has payless, they have noodles. URC has some junk foods. URC has a lot of confectionery, sweet stuff. You've got your beverages, you've got your coffee segment, you've got canned goods. So it is seen more as a consumer staple play, something that is resilient, and we've actually identified that from an early on time, no? But I will give you a snapshot later on URC. I've been studying URC for quite a while, and it's one of those companies in the Philippines that's really you would be proud of to own if you have been investing in URC in the last 10 years. So definitely, I'd say some people continue to patronize and buy a company that is an ASEAN F&B, no? It's a food and beverage conglomerate. And this is one of the few companies that have managed to grow, just not from the Philippines, but also growing abroad. Actually, URC and Jollibee has done that. ICT has also done that. But the Jollibee is having a tough time because, of course, when you are selling on a dine-in world before, that's fine. Now it's a takeout world. So you could see that URC from a brand manufacturing, so they're a food manufacturer, URC is able to have those healthy margins and have that scale as it broadens the geographical region that it can operate. No, so URC reminds me more of Conagra Foods. URC also reminds me of Nissin Foods, and I will show to you that these are global winners, not just Philippines. So from a global perspective, the winners of the Philippines are also the global winners. URC, ACPH, Nicholasia, Apex Mining. Yeah, so I would agree with that. Top traded in terms of supermarkets, I'd agree there too that Pure Gold is okay, no? From a that the telecoms are also doing well as a group. That's also okay. So they have been winning this entire year, no? Year to date, you could see that the year to date gains of your Pure Gold, your supermarket, it's resilient enough, no? So let's take a look in your price performance. We noticed that industrial sector has been rising. Which companies in the industrial sector has actually risen? So you've got the food manufacturers, no? So you've got your Century Tuna, that's also doing well. URC is doing well. So take a look at the year-to-date changes. I am not so sure about Tech and Food. Manila Water is stable lang. First Gen is renewable. CNPF is medyo stable. So CNPF and URC are more of the resilient picks. Meralco is okay lang. It's not that strong, but it's just always there. Your utilities, no? But you could see that our restaurants really suffered. No, Maxis here is down 60% year to date. I would argue that Maxis is being sold heavily, and it can actually surprise on the upside. Both Maxis and Pizza and Jollibee, your restaurants, give them a year to actually bottom out. There might be a way to actually see that their prices can recover in the next few years. So let's take a look in your charts now. So Nicholasia declared cash dividends. Let's just read that for you. Nicholasia has been earning money. So one of the proof of dividends is a special dividend, 22 centavos, record date August 24. So that's big. If you notice, 22 cents is at least 10% for Nicholasia because Nicholasia today is just trading at 2.8. So so I think that Nicholasia will continue to be bought by the market. And so this 5% increase is actually a bonanza, a happy upside for those who own Nicholasia. To everyone watching our show, congratulations if you own Nicholasia. As we always say, hold your winners. And if people will sell their winners, kindly take it from them because you are a winner. Take those winners away from the losers, and this is a win. So not only do you have a price appreciation, you also get a cash dividend. A 22-cent cash dividend is wonderful. You could see that is an easy money for you. Any dips of Nicholasia back to 260 would definitely be a willing buyer, no? So 260 to 240. Winners win. So thank you, Nicholasia. Congratulations for your dividends. One of the few cash earning companies in the Philippines. So the other nickel companies, I don't know, they've not really paid anything, so I don't kind of care about them. What else can we say? No. Chart-wise, Apex Mining, I didn't read. Let's see. What does Ayala have to say? Their first half results probably not as good, no? All the properties aren't doing well. But let me read it for you, just so we are aware of what's happening. Ayala is saying that COVID is weighing down their first half performance. Naturally, their revenues and net income has declined, representing 50% and 70% respectively, so a drop of income and revenues. Revenues from property development have dropped 58% to 25 billion due to lower suspected bookings, lower project booking, suspension on construction activity. Residential revenues have declined 54%, office for sale that dropped by 86%. Revenues from the sale of commercial and industrial slots decelerated by 31% to 3 billion. Sales reservation registered at 38 billion. COVID severely impacted our performance. Although we see some positive signs of recovery, we do expect the remainder of the year to be extremely challenging. Property sales started to gain traction as the economy reopened, but the performance of our malls, hotels continues to be seriously affected under this current environment. CEO President Bernard D is saying, no, we will try to adjust our operations to position the company for renewed growth when the economy recovers. So in response to the pandemic, we have been supporting our Project Ugnayan, 426 million pesos to assist our merchant partners. We also allocated a wave in rental of as much as 5 billion pesos. So it has also earmarked 600 million pesos to assist all the no work, no pay workers during the ecosystem. They have a fundraising program of about 82 million to designate COVID-19 public hospitals in Caritas, Manila. So Ayala Land had 4 projects in the first quarter of 2020. These were Avida Greendale settings at Alviera in Pampanga, Amaya Steps at Quezon City, the Junction Place Araya. They have Amaya Spaces Cabuyao series area 3 and 2, and they have Bella Vita Alaminos 2, both in Laguna. So they're saying that there will be no new residential projects in the second quarter of 2020. Office leasing managed to increase 7% due to the sustained operations of BPO and headquarter buildings. So at the very least, the BPO sector is one of the few, the very, very few in the property segment that is still growing. But commercial leasing, all the malls have declined 31% due to the given, which is restricted mall openings, hotel operations, closures of resorts. So shopping center revenue dropped 43%, revenue from hotel ended 40% lower. Capex in the world, mainly for residential, has reached 35 billion. We are adjusting this from the 70 to 100 billion. So they've really declined all their capex, no? So it tells you that the property developers will not spend on capex. That has an so they've overestimated what their demands were for the residential sector, and it's gonna weigh in their future earnings. The business will have a temporary delay. So had they stopped the residential projects, it's because they believe that the sales will not be as good as expected. So we will see Ayala Land maybe in the next 12 months continue to languish, no? So I don't think that it will be going down to the new lows, but you could see that Ayala Land is saying to the world that it's a tough time. So maybe you can get it at 28. I'm not so sure. This is still going down. We don't see a higher low. This is still lower high. So Ayala Land is telling the world that we might be in a range for quite a while. So 28 to 38 is Ayala Land's range. Meanwhile, you are seeing, of course, your SM Prime, because SM Prime will have a decrease in revenues. This is all the malls of the Philippines, no? So naturally, you'd see that maybe SM Prime would even have a harder time. We might see SM Prime go 26 or even lower to 24. I'm not so sure. But if you are waiving your rentals, that is definitely not good for the business. But this is understandable given how COVID pandemic is truly affecting their businesses. So property-wise, yes, it's having a hard time. Now, I don't know why ICT went up 6% today, but it could be because the world recovery is being priced in here. So I'm not so sure if this is a world-related recovery plan, and I am not too sure if the world is truly recovering, no, from an export-import side. But that is a good news for ICT up today. Maybe with the earnings call on August 7, that would be maybe I would understand because I haven't read the earnings eh. So August 6 was the report. Let me read. Sige na nga, basahin natin ngayon. Ano ba yung earnings ng ICT? Maganda ba? Asan ba yung ICT earnings report? ICT earnings. ICT International Container Terminal. International Container Terminal earnings. Ayan, okay. So this is the report, no? Let's read. They have earned $62 million, strong results. Not bad, no? So at least they earned money. Let's read it for you. ICT earned, so this was yesterday. They reported as of 7:20 p.m. That was last night. So it was able to be the market reacted based on this earnings today only. So port operator ICT said net income fell 3% on weak global trade brought about by COVID-19. We reported an income from April to June of 62 million. This is down from 64. So the market is actually happy that they only lost 3%. ICTSI net income reached $113 million in the first half, down by 12% due to the COVID-19. They declined because of increase in interest and concession rights payable. Gross revenues in the first half softened by 4%. ICT handled consolidated volume of 4.8 million TEUs. In the first 6 months, it's 5% less than 5 million TEUs in the 2019. So this only tells you that the market is actually happy that Enrique Razon, ICT managed to actually earn $100 million in a year when everyone else is losing money. So it's actually a good thing that ICT is making money in a time of COVID world. So at least they're not losing money, no? So there, this is the reason why it's up 6%. Nevertheless, ICT, for every drop near 95, you'd see a lot of buyers na, no? Higher lows. So it's a recovery play, and it's one of those very resilient companies in a COVID world. So you've learned those great companies of the Philippines. Let me now read to you what are the comments. No, let me see the questionnaires of people. What are your thoughts about SMC? I'll read first your questions. Do you have books? I don't write books, but I have my Twitter account. You could read my Twitter. I have also my classes, which is this awesome 10x class. We've got free classes every Friday, but Monday to Friday, I do have this 1:30 to 5:30 p.m. Class. Sorry, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. I do provide a lot of classes online through Zoom videos. So that one is $40 per month, and you can watch it for any time you want. Miss Nikki, do you think gold will still have a pullback for an entry to Apex and Felix? So let's take a look at each individual. No? So I'll take a look at your questions first. So you have the first question was San Miguel. So let's first look at the chart of San Miguel. San Miguel has a huge infrastructure backlog. So I'm not sure if the infrastructure is suspended given the COVID pandemic. So hindi ako nakapagbasa eh. But diba, they were supposed to do those airports, those build. So I think that because of the delays, it might have a problem. So maybe I'm just neutral on San Miguel. But this is more of an infra play to me rather than it's very big. San Miguel has many businesses and they have a lot of, I think the big ticket items are usually related to their government contracts. So that is, to me, it's neutral. There's no volume. There's neutrality. It's apathetic. The chart has no, it's no buyer, no seller. So it's neutral here. So I have no comment with San Miguel. Now, acquisition or disposition of Emperador, there was this big cross today, no? So let's take a look. Emperador, on August 6, EIL, a company and a wholly owned this subsidiary by Emperador, disposed 520 million shares from the open market. Who's the acquirer? Who bought 520,000 shares at 10 pesos? Who's this? Who's the buyer? Huh? I didn't understand. If they disposed shares in the open market, who bought? Who bought? Anyway, there's a big cross. So you could read, that is a question mark to me. Nevertheless, Emperador is going up, no? So I think it has to do with the sales of liquor. So actually, in this environment of COVID pandemic, some beer companies abroad have done well. So Boston Beer in US has done well. So I'm not sure. I think some liquor is actually doing well in this COVID pandemic. Online liquor sales have done well in a COVID pandemic. And that is why this went from about 6 to 9. So I think like maybe there is a buyer here. You could see that there was a disposition. So Emperador sold something to somebody and they changed hands at 9 peso 10 centavos. We will know in the future who bought that. 510,000 shares times 10, that's a 5 billion peso. That's a change in owner. But if somebody is willing to buy Emperador at 9, it tells you that any drops of Emperador at 8, somebody will buy because it's a discount to how much he bought. No, so limited downside for your Emperador. You have foreign selling and foreign crosses, no, for your Emperador, buyer and seller. What else was the question? Do I have books? No, I don't have books, but I do have videos. So I think my video should be enough to teach you things I know on a daily basis. Do you think that thoughts on Mark? I think Mark is rising only because of Nicholasia. But I think that you play with the NIKL kasi NIKL is the real deal. Diba? They paid 22 cents cash dividends. Now, for Apex and Felix, between the two, Apex Mining has done profits already. So I am more on the I'm more on the mining company that's showing profits rather than the companies that's just gold play, no? So between the two, I'm more willing for Apex Mining. Um Actually, it doesn't matter if it doesn't pull back kasi from the way this looks, strong volume, 160 is gonna be the pullback if it pulls back. So usually what we do here is if we have it, we just hold on the winner. Let's see where it takes us. 190, 2 pesos. Nobody knows talaga eh. For all you know, Apex Mining reports great earnings again in the next few months, di ba? So what you only know is that for companies like this, I could never predict if it will fall. What I know is that if it falls, there will be a buyer. So there will be buyers on Apex at 140, 150, 160. So I don't know how high this can go. No, I always say na 50-50 yan. It can go up, it can go down in any single day. But as long as you know that the direction is up, you can buy on the dips. So this is a direction up eh. What you know here is that Apex, any drops near 150, 160, people will buy. But I cannot predict if it will drop. Kasi pataas yan. So, ganun din kay Nicholasia, ganun din kay Felix. But you know, if gold goes down, babagsakan yan. Like, I'll tell you what, no, this is a few things happening in gold abroad. So, Galiano Gold up yan, 110 to 210. After a 100% move, some people are willing to sell, kaya may 190. But I think that if Galiano Gold drops at 170, there will be buyers. Take a look what happened to Freeport McMoran. I'm just gonna show to you some gold picks. Freeport McMoran from $5 to $15. Hindi pa siya nagdra-drop, pero I'd say that some people, they might be taking profits. So, ganun din yan. Galiano Gold, Freeport McMoran, Apex Mining, just because it's going up doesn't mean that it will never fall. Some people might actually be trimming 174 in the hopes that Apex Mining goes down at 150 so they can buy more shares. But if it doesn't fall, okay lang din, dire-diretso yan. So you could see naman that some gold, no, these are like mirror items of gold eh. Yun lang, dire-diretso lang yan. You know, from 1800, dire-diretso, diba, 2057. I think that gold will rise as high as 24 to 27, chasing now pangit risk-reward ratio mo. If it drops, I know that gold will have a buyer somewhere at 1800s eh. So malakas talaga yung support sa 1800. So 10% drop, 20% upside. From a risk reward, I wouldn't buy kasi meron na ako. Pero if I don't have it, hanap ako ng entry. Hahanap ako entry. Ganun lang talaga. So yun. Or okay lang, marami naman sa mundo guys eh. Marami sa mundo, hindi lang gold yung malakas na sector. Sobrang dami. So you can watch all of our updates. So today, maganda yung news na what's that? Yung news ni Nicholasia. So maganda yun. Lahat ng nickel miners, I think, abroad is doing well. I'm not sure talaga if Mark I'm not sure kasi. So I think like what happened is, sometimes yung mga speculator, because siguro naiwan sila sa Nicholasia, naglalaro sila ng mga maliliit na posisyon. So nagtre-trade sila niyan, kaya up 18% yan. So Mark kasi is nickel sector din, 'di ba? So yan, yung Mark ngayon umangat, tingin ko laro lang yan eh. Kasi ang laro talaga dapat Nicholasia eh. So ito, pwede tong binili yan kasi wala na sigurong mabiling nickel, no? So binili na lang nila Mark. So ang daming volume. May news ba to? Wala naman ata eh, pero may volume, no? So I think what's happening here is at 90 cents, people will buy. You can trade it kasi may meron naman talagang team na play sa may play sa nickel. So I rather play Nicholasia kasi dami tong ipit eh. 120, 114, daming ipit yan. Pero you know that at 80 cents, 70 cents, maraming willing to support ngayon, no? So in drops, maybe you can trade. Trade lang, dito pang marriage. Trade yan. Ang marriage partner mo is yung mga Nicholasia, Apex Mining. Yun yung tingin kong mas legit. So yun. Thank you very much. Bye-bye guys. Pag may tanong, meron pa bang tanong? Wala na, no? Wala nang tanong. Sige, yun lang. Salamat po. This is Friday. Inaanyayahan ko kayo to watch my Friday free class. I'll discuss a few topics. Usually, my Friday class is 5:30 to 6:30. 1 hour siya. Minsan na over ko 1 hour 15 minutes. I teach a lot of global opportunities for you. You can make money in the Philippines. You can make money globally. Try to take advantage, no? So thank you for watching and listening. This is Awesome 10X signing out. Bye-bye.